Good evening, everyone. It's Wednesday night, so it is time for another Facebook Live, and it's new catalog launch. Woohoo! I'm so excited. Let me make sure I'm in the right place, and then I can share it to my group so that everyone can see it, maybe. Come on, laptop. My laptop is deciding to be slow. All right, let me get in the right place. Make sure I'm in the right place here. There we go. All right, share it to my group, so if people aren't finding it on the page, they can find it in the group. Okay. Now it should be shared. Okay. All right. Let me get my catalog. So today the new catalog went live. It's got so many beautiful things in it. I'm going to have a hard time figuring out what I'm going to get next. I was able to get a bunch of really nice things on pre-order, and now that I can get from the whole catalog, it's going to be hard to decide what I want to get. I know I want to get the in-color inks because we weren't able to get those, and the markers and the blends that go with that. We weren't able to get those at the beginning, so I know for sure I'm going to get those, and then we'll just see how much else I'm going to get. I'm looking for the page that has this greenery suite on it so I can show you the whole. There it is. Somewhere it should tell me what page. That's not helpful. Maybe it is. Maybe that is the right page. Yep, it is. Okay. So this is a suite, and it's got just beautiful stamps and dies and paper. The paper is just gorgeous. I'll show you the next page because I can show you the inside now. And then there's the stamp set. And it's one of the distinctive ones, so it's got a lot of good texture to it. So the card we're going to make tonight, and I'll show you some other things I made with this suite after we make this card, and then also some cards I got in swap, cards with the new in colors. So I'll show you some other new things. But first, let's make this card using that suite. So I'm using the stamp set, which I showed you, Forever Fern. Beautiful, distinctive stamps. And I used, it's got embossing folders that go with it. And I used this one on this little piece here in the middle. And the other one is on another card that I made. I'll show you later. And then the dies that go with it. Hang on, I haven't even opened this one. When I made these cards before, I had borrowed Kay's dies. So I haven't even opened my dies yet. All right, let's show you. So it has these beautiful, so it has got some that just cut out accent pieces, and then some that cut out the stamps. Really nice set of dies. And look, they've given you like 4 of these little ones. So you can cut out a bunch of those at a time. Tonight, though, I'm not using any of the dies. I'm just stamping. But I do have a couple of cards that I use dies on that I'll show you also. The paper that goes with it I've already cut into mine. We're using this Sweet Tomorrow Night in card class. It's beautiful. Hey, Lanita. Oh, good. You got your catalog. I was beginning to wonder if anybody was going to get theirs. It's just beautiful paper. That kind of matches the embossing folder. Really gorgeous paper. Oops, there is one more. That and that. Just beautiful. And then the other thing that comes with this, goes along with this suite, is this gold, I forget what they called it, gold specialty designer series paper. Sorry, I didn't mean to open that right under the camera. All right, we'll see if this shows up, because sometimes metallic, it's really glary. Try and do it at an angle. So you've got, I think, 2 sheets like this. Yeah, so 2 sheets that have these different, and so I've already punched out this one. But I can't wait to use some of these frames. So you have 2 sheets like that, and then you have 2 sheets that have these like background. Isn't that fun? Really gorgeous stuff. And we're going to use just a little piece of one of those tonight. All right, I think that is all of the pieces of the suite. Oh, no, it's not. I forgot one more. There's ribbon, of course. Ribbon that goes with it. So it's got, oh, I should have taken these off before. This gold. I'm using some of the other. This gold, it's like thin. I'll have to open these up so you can see them. And then this, I've got to open up so you can see it. Hang on. It doesn't say what they call this, but it's almost like a gauze. But it's really soft. I don't know if I can get this gold open. I don't want to cut any of it. Yeah, I may have to wait and show you that another time. This one we're going to use on the card tonight, so I had to get that open. Okay, are you ready to make a card? I think that's everything now. All right, so I have all my pieces. We'll do our stamping first. Get these out of the way. Oops, sorry. All right, so I have got, let's see where I want to start. I think I want to start with this one. Pear Pizzazz. And we're going to just stamp it just up here at the top. This stamp set is just really easy to use. Look at that definition. Let me pull this up a little closer so you can see. Look at that on that distinctive. I just love these distinctive. All right, and that's all I use the Pear Pizzazz. And then let's do our soft seafoam. And I'll have to get the other stamp out. I forgot I used it too. So this is soft seafoam. Move that out of the way before I stamp on it by mistake. I'm going to put it over here. And then I need I don't know what it is. Kind of the bubbly looking one. That one. I forgot I used it too. And I did it in soft seafoam also. We'll just put it on the other side. And it goes down here. And you don't have to worry about it getting kind of messy in the middle because we're going to put our sentiment across there. And then just a couple of the smaller leaves in garden green. Now, because I didn't have the ink for the new Just Jade, which is what this is. This is the new In Color Just Jade. I didn't have that ink, so I had to just stay with the other greens that are in the paper. So these are all part of this designer series paper. So this is garden green. I'm going to put one there And then another one coming off the bottom, like that. There we go. And then one of the colors in the paper is Pretty Peacock. So I thought I would do, that's what my background is Pretty Peacock. I just got ink on me. So I thought I would do my sentiment. Try not to get ink all over my card now that I've got it on my thumb. So I thought I would do the sentiment and Pretty Peacock. And it just says, you can do this. There we go. All right. That is all the stamping we're going to do. So now we can start putting it together. All right, let me set this aside. I'm going to start building this first. So I'm going to take a piece of this ribbon. So my ribbon scissors, here they are. Oh, let me move that up a little bit where it's in the light better. I'm just going to take a piece of this ribbon, and I forgot to bring my tape over here, so we'll just use some snail for now. I know I put my snail in. There it is. Normally I just take Scotch tape, but this is pretty thin ribbon, so it might even stay with this, especially once we stick it down. All right. Whoop. Got a little crooked. Straighten that up a little bit. There we go. And then I'm just going to take my designer series paper. And this snail is going away, but I haven't been able to purchase the new adhesive, but we've got new adhesive coming. It's called Stamp and Seal, if I remember right, and then Stamp and Seal Plus, which is going to be like the Fast Fuse that we had. All right, and this one is just going to go, all right, trying to make sure I stay up in the light so you can see down below. And you can turn it either way, because whichever way you turn it, it will look like it's right side up or upside down. It's like they're every other. All right, so I'm going to put that on my card base before I do anything else. So I've just got a piece of, I'm about run out of adhesive, thick Whisper White. And put that right on there. There we go. And then I put, don't mess up my goal. So for this, I just used half of it. So you can just trim it right there in the middle. Save that other half. And let's go ahead and, actually I think I'll build this before I put it on the card. So I'm going to just lay this about where I want it to go so that it's covering up where my stems are all coming together, where it's not as pretty. Then it looks real pretty. And I'm just going to take a little bit of my liquid glue and just put it on the bottom of that. And then I can just kind of see where this is going to go and just kind of tuck it under there. Hold it for a minute. And then this, I can just go ahead and use my liquid glue since I've got it and my tape runner is burning out, because it's just going to go flat on here, covering up all those messy stems. And then I'm going to put this whole thing on with dimensionals. Put that on my card. Hey, Patience. I know, I love this paper too. I bought 2 when we could get it on pre-order, and I'll probably end up buying more before I'm done. And then I thought, well, it's got gold here. I could add a little gold accent. So I just got my metallic, what are these called? Metallic pearls. And so I'll just get some gold ones of that and my take your pick tool. Pick them up. I put one there, one up in my leaves, and one down here. So again, in a triangle and odd number is what makes them look good. All right, so there you go. There's our card. I love this suite. The colors, the paper, it's just all so beautiful. So some other things, and I may have shown you these before, but I thought it wouldn't hurt to show you again now that you can purchase this yourself. This is another one I made, and this one uses the other embossing folder. It's got leaves, you might be able to see it down here better, leaves on each end. And then this is some of the dies, and then these are stamped. No, actually, those look like they're die cut from the paper. Those are die cut from the paper. And then there's your gold twine, and it kind of frays at the end, which is really fun. And then, oh, I did forget to show you, there's one more thing that comes with this suite, and that's these gold hoops. And there's that embossing folder again. This one I stamped and then die cut. The gold hoops and more of the paper. This is the Just Jade again, and then more of that gold ribbon. And then I did a pizza box, because why not? Gold embossing. There's some of those little leaves that you can die cut. There's one of the bigger die cuts. Paper. Use the embossing folder on the side. I don't think I did a swap of any of these. I gave one to Kay, but I don't think I did a swap of any of these. I don't remember. All right, I think that's all of the, well, I'll show you a sneak peek. We're going to, like I said, we're going to use this tomorrow night. So those of you that are coming to class tomorrow night, this is the card we're going to make tomorrow night. So stamping, the embossing folder, and some more of that gorgeous paper. So that's tomorrow night's card. One of tomorrow night's cards. Okay, let's show you some other things that I've gotten, like in swaps. I think these are all swaps except for the in colors. So here's the sunflower set. And I didn't bring any of the stamps over, but you'll be seeing this. But there's a die that die cuts this delicate one, and then you can stamp and die cut the back. And then these little leaves or whatever, and then some little wooden accents. And then the same thing with the leaves. You can do delicate and then there's some of the ribbon. So this is the new Bumblebee paper, and there's some of the ribbon. And I got this in a swap. I don't remember who gave me this one. It was Paula. Paula gave me this one in a swap. We did a swap with Kay's team of cards from the catalog. We were casing the catalog. This is an Old World Suite. I can't remember the exact name of it. These are all new, so we don't remember everything yet. But it's got dies that cut out this globe stand and the globe. That looks like some words. I don't remember if that's on the paper. This is some of the paper. I don't have this suite yet. I'm sure I will get it, but I don't have it yet. Let's see. Cassandra made this one for me in the swap. This one is one that Kay gave me. I think it was a regular swap, not a card, not a catalog case, but it's the stamp set that goes with this new label that you can punch, or not a label, a punch. You can punch the ends 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, or 1 inch strips. And then this is some new Bumblebee gingham ribbon, and then the stamp set that goes with it. Isn't that cute? And then this was the one that I made for the catalog case. This is Jar of Flowers. So you've got 4 different sets of flowers that you can stamp for this, and I colored these with blends. And then you've got stems and you've got a jar. This is some of the new paper, and this was actually cut from the Memories and More cards. There were some sheets that had just words, so you could just cut them apart. And then these little, if you can, yeah, you can see them. Those little gems, they're, I don't remember what they called them, but they're to go in a shaker card, but you can also just glue them on separately like that. There's clear and green, and there's a punch that goes with this jar, and then little domed plastic pieces like the snow globe, so you can make shaker cards out of the jar. I just haven't had a chance to do that yet, but I definitely want to. Really cute set. Back that up so you can see the whole thing better. All right, and then the last thing I'll show you is the new in colors. So for my team meeting, we made cards using the new in colors, and so it's the same card but just different colors. So this is and it's using that sunflower set. So this is Magenta Madness, and I didn't have the ink, so I just paired each one with an ink that I thought would go with it. So this is Melon Mambo. If I'd had the ink, I could have just stamped it there. It wouldn't have been quite as much difference, but I kind of like seeing the sunflowers. And then the ribbon that goes with it, and the enamel dots. There's glitter enamel dots. Oops, let me show. Or maybe they're just enamel dots. I guess they're not glitter, they're just enamel dots. Really fun. So that's Magenta Madness, Cinnamon Cider, and I stamped with soft suede. And this is a sentiment that's in that set, and this is one of the punches that carried over from the spring mini catalog. Misty Moonlight. I'm still learning these. Again, ribbon. And this is, I forgot to tell you, this is some of the designer series paper. You know, every year they have the 6x6 sets of designer series paper in each color family. So this is the designer series paper for the new in colors. And it's got wood grain on one side. I don't remember what's on the opposite side, but it's got wood grain, polka dots, something that looks like denim. And I can't remember the fourth one now. I don't know if it's on the other side of this. Oh yeah, words. Like typewriter words. That's what's on the other side of this one. Misty Moonlight. Here's Bumblebee. And I stamped crushed curry on it. And then just Jade. And I think I did Garden Green on it. So there are all the new in colors. And I think they have blends coming out for all of them except for the Bumblebee. And I think probably the reason they didn't do one for Bumblebee is that crushed curry, we have blends for that, and it's very similar. So I will definitely be getting the blends when I place my order, either tonight or tomorrow night. We'll see. All right, I think that's it for tonight. If you are joining me for card class tomorrow night, I can't wait. I think we're going to do it upstairs so we can spread out a little bit more. I'll have my BOGO set up. After we've gone through BOGO tomorrow night, I may put some online, so those of you that can't come to card class can see the BOGO online, and let me know if there's anything you want from that. And if you need anything from the new catalog, just reach out. Let me know. We can get that ordered for you. There's a ton of beautiful things in there. My wish list is really long. All right, I think that's it for this evening. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next week with some more new products. Thanks. Bye.